Whoever at DE decided that the infested versions of liches or sisters should be boy band members set in 1999 deserves a fucking promotion. This is so uniquely creative that I don't even have any jokes about it. Hello again, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, let's get all the jokes out of the way. I came back because I needed to pay rent. I remembered my YouTube password. I returned from the store with milk and cigarettes. I saw the upcoming Vauban heirloom skin, etc., etc. Honestly, this is like the second or third time now I've come back to Warframe, so to be honest, the memes are 100% deserved. To be fair, though, I genuinely had zero fucking idea that Vauban heirloom was being made, so the fact that it got announced the same week I came back is a wild coincidence. Speaking of coincidences, me and Kinchu coming back on the exact same day. That was also genuinely not planned, but it's fucking amazing that he also managed to remember his YouTube password. All jokes aside, some of you might have two questions in mind. Why did you leave? And why are you back now? To answer both questions, although it's true that I left in the dark ages of Warframe history, the game being objectively bad was not the only reason I chose to leave. To put it bluntly, but also kind of vaguely, my mental health over the past few years has been pretty fucking shit. To the point where I've been meeting with a psychiatrist for quite a while now. Video games, and Warframe especially, are a form of escapism for me, as I'm sure it is for some of you too. But for a while, that wasn't enough to keep me from having a nervous breakdown because of personal life issues and stress, with things only getting worse in 2024 when I got the news that my father was diagnosed with cancer. Although chemotherapy has been going extremely well for him, even today, I'm still afraid of the worst coming to pass. Partially because I always overthink and expect the absolute worst-case scenario. And partially because my family medical history is not exactly good. So now I sit here and hope I don't suddenly have tumors appear on me 20 years from now. A big reason why I haven't completely lost my shit is because other people keep me sane. And funnily enough, they're all friends I've made from Warframe. Frevelisk, Parvus, Kevin Glint, even Void Glitch for those of you Warframe veterans that remember him. The four of them have pretty much been my support group for the past few years, and I legitimately don't know where I would be without them. Frevelisk and Parvus especially have been encouraging me to give Warframe another chance, even if my previous memories of it have not been good. And this year of 2026 is when I finally decided, fuck it, and reinstalled. So now, here I am. Apart from all of that,
the next station will be Fortuna 69.
Hi. I'm not gonna lie. Now I don't know where to start, because I've heard nothing but praise for Warframe ever since Rebecca took over as director, and I legitimately believe it since I remember Rebecca's time as community manager being good. And also because all the new content that's released with Rebecca in charge at DE has been fucking brilliant. I do not say that in a way to disrespect Steve or any of his work during his time as director at DE. You can say whatever you want about Steve, but you have to admit that the man is a visionary. Even so, I don't have any logical reason to feel like I'm walking into a forest fire, and yet I still feel kind of uneasy to be touching Warframe again. Probably from the previous years of PTSD, but I will say this. If anyone watching this also left Warframe around 2022, I strongly recommend you reinstall Warframe and give it another try. I don't know what they're feeding Rebecca over at DE, but whatever it is, they need to keep it coming. Because they've been absolutely fucking cooking since Angels of the Zariman. Especially the music team, because holy shit. The Old Peace, 1999, Veilbreaker, and Duviri Paradox are pretty good quests. Even though I would say they're just as good as The Sacrifice, maybe better, but that's honestly an entirely different debate. Jade Shadows is a great quest as well, although the minigame in it is a bit weird. Even if you legitimately do not care about the story in Warframe, I would still, genuinely, recommend you give Warframe another try. Not for the story, but for the content. For starters, you have the Circuit, a roguelite mode, which allows you to earn one Warframe out of a list per week, and the ability to upgrade an old weapon to Incarnon if you play on Steel Path mode. Not everyone is a fan of roguelikes, which is fair, but being able to pick up something old like a Paris or Latran Prime and be able to put out respectable damage numbers in this current day and age? Fucking insanity. Not only that, but for once, there's content in Warframe which forces the player to use a different loadout instead of the same old shit. To be honest, I hated it at first, but having played the Circuit enough times, it actually becomes kind of fun, using weapons and Warframes you wouldn't normally use. You also have the Descendia, which is pretty much Triburo's tower heist idea from 5 years ago. And you also have 1999, introducing the infested version of Kuva Liches, as well as the proto-frames you've probably seen by now. I'll be honest, not everyone likes the idea of giving a Warframe an actual human name and personality, which is fair. But I can tell you from personal experience that the execution isn't bad. I don't think any of the characters so far are written poorly. But at the same time, I'm a little bit concerned about there suddenly being over 40 different proto-frame characters in the future because of how many Warframes are in the game at the moment. Speaking of the future, I know that my name has a history with controversy over the years in Warframe. I will not deny that. Some people have waited and wondered if I would play Warframe again. And to be honest, the fact people remember me makes me happy. Every day since I've been playing Warframe again, at least one person has noticed me or messaged me in-game welcoming me back. I know I'm a total pessimist, but it's been surprising to me still that people recognize me to this day. However, I understand that some people might have their own reservations and opinions about me, and that's okay. I will say this though, the version of me you remember is not the one here now. Besides, controversy's not the only thing I can do, let's be real. The 10,000 Form of Alban series, fan lore that Nidus and Frostmanes have accepted as canon. Some of the most popular fan music ever made. Creatively speaking, I have room to grow. And in a roundabout way, everything feels new again. Of course, it's not the same back in 2016 feeling, but I'm sure you get the idea. Those are just my thoughts. Take care of yourselves, be excellent to each other, and as always, thank you for watching.
I keep chasing you to see where you be.